Hello everyone and welcome to this channel where we are researching the newest phones for PWM. Especially if you're here, probably you are looking for a phone that fits for you, that fits your symptoms with PWM, and you just want a new phone. So that's the reason why we have this channel, why I created this channel, and why I am doing this. Today we are going to look at the Samsung Galaxy S25. So a little bit of background, just because we want to use this channel to spread information about PWM and to make it a thing for the companies to change their displays. So my background is I have an old phone and a Xiaomi 9 and I want a new one, and it's such a struggle to find a new one because you don't know what you get if you are having symptoms with your new phone. If not, and there's just no data out there. So this channel wants to make a difference in this particular area, and I think if you, when you hear, you know the struggle yourself. If not, just keep watching and be curious about PWM, and I hope you will never need this channel. But if you're here, probably you have problems with displays, and PWM could be the reason. So this channel wants to help you here. Today, as I've said, let's get into it. I've ordered the Samsung S25, and as I've already said in the last time, I have this setup where I have a oscilloscope and a photodiode, and I have the S25, of course, and today we're gonna look at this guy. To collect data systematically, I have also a sheet where we track the data for each of the brightness levels from 100 to 0 brightness, where 0 is the lowest, and we're gonna track it systematically so we have a comparison, and we can probably hopefully find out what are the reasons that some displays work for people and some do not. Later in this video I'm going to show you a sensitivity and symptoms sheet where I want to encourage you to enter your data, your experience with your phones. So we have on the one side we have the data from the oscilloscope as a scientific approach, and on the other hand we have symptoms. So hopefully we can have a relation between the two in the end, to give you the opportunity to make a founded buying decision for your phone. Alright, with that said, let's get quickly into the tests. So bear with me, these are I'm not a physician, and my English also is not the best. So this channel is created out of emergency. I didn't want to be a YouTuber or anything, so just bear with me and let's do this together. This is the oscilloscope, as I've said already. It's a Hunt Matek HO52 and a small photodiode setup. It's nothing special, but it works as it should. So I have, as in the last video, which you've probably seen, just a blank white screen, and we're gonna go for 100% brightness. I've already set this up. If it lets me verify, yeah, you cannot see it here on my screen because it's obviously too bright, and I won't change the webcam, the camera settings for this, but we are on 100% brightness. So let's put this diode on it, and as you can see on the oscilloscope, we've got the changes here. When I put it on, it shows what's happening. So I will just set up the scale so we have a good look at it, and the screen is already getting darker. We don't want that. Let's keep it to 1 millisecond of each of the squares is on the horizontal line is now 1 millisecond, just for you the information, and each of the squares on the vertical line is 2 volts. If you've watched the last one, we had 1 volt, but I have preset it to 2 because, as you can see, it is quite deep. We can set it to 1 for comparison as well, like this, but I have to adjust this one. Yeah, so with this we have a comparison because the other ones are made with 1 as well. So let's pause this one here. This is on 100%, as I've said, and you probably cannot see it here, but I will enter now the data that is given here, and we have a frequency of 480 hertz, and maybe I can make this a little bigger for you to really see it. And we have a Vmax of a voltage max of 5.2 volts and a minimum of minus minus 4.48 volts. Sorry, the Vmax was the difference. We have a Vmax of 1.04 volts, which makes a difference of 5.52 volts, and we have a time difference of 2 milliseconds. Let's verify this for 1 second. We can measure this one here with the cursor and get to the max setting where this, and let's get this one here. So this is the measurement not between each cycle. As you can see, these are the cycles. This is the part what I mean. This is a cycle, this is a cycle. So I am measuring now the time where the voltage is down and up again, because this is supposedly one of the issues and one of the things that make the pain for the eye, the time delay, how fast the display is back to 100 brightness. You can imagine the upper line is 100 brightness, 100% brightness, and as PWM works, it flickers, it goes low on the diode's brightness. That's happening here on the lowest parts, and then it gets up bright again. So what we need to measure is for one part the frequency, which is already 480, as I've said, and how fast it gets back to 100 brightness again. Yeah, so let's do this a little bit more over there, and we have a difference of 1.08 milliseconds. All right, so this is for this part. Let's get to around 75% brightness. And as you can see on the sheet, it's already a difference a big difference to the Vivo X200 Pro. if you compare this. But let's get into the analysis later and just get the data together. I've missed recording the 75% last time on the Vivo X200 Pro. Sorry for that, but we have it now. So we have a Vmax of 900. Let's go like this. Volt, a minimum of -4. Oh, and therefore we have a difference of 4 volts, and it's almost the same. And as you can see, I don't have to rearrange the measurement. I don't have to rearrange the measurement here. We have more or less the same uptime between the two. So verify here, it's 1.08 milliseconds. All right. So this time I would just want to have a screenshot of this wave. We'll save it as image 2. Alright, let's go back. Let me just make a screenshot for 100% as well. This is 100% brightness again. I just want to make a screenshot here for later analysis. And then we go to 50% of brightness. 50%. And I think now it's getting more and more interesting to see the differences in behavior. This looks pretty standard. Again. Okay, so 50% brightness. We have again 480 Hertz and a max of 1 volt and -4.8 volts and a difference of 5.6 volts. So the differences are getting different, and we have the same delays. Right. Oh. Let's save this one too. And let's get to 25%. Here we go. And as you can see, the dips are different. Here they are alternating twice. It's a low dip, a not so low dip, a low dip, not so low dip. And let's get into the data again. We have still 480 Hertz. And if you're wondering if they ever change, as you can see on the Vivo X200 Pro, we had a frequency of 2100 at the beginning, and later on brightness 0 we had only 1000 kilohertz. I'm not sure if that's, yeah, probably I missed a dot here. Okay, so let's get into 25 first. We have a max of 1.04, a lowest of -4, and which makes a difference of 1. Yes, like this. And as you can see, the time it takes to be 100% bright again pretty much stays the same. So let's get into 0% or the lowest brightness. Now you can see the display on the screen. Let's get it working here. I have a small technical issue here. Give me a second. So guys, thanks for the sorry for waiting. I had to set this up because it was very curious. It was very interesting what's happening, and I'm gonna show you. As if you see now, this looks kind of familiar, but I had to rearrange a lot. We can switch to 1 volt. That's a scale we had earlier for the other measurements, but what I had to change to get a good look at the waves is the time. And when we had 1 millisecond before, and this looks very strange, right? This looks like what is happening, and when you zoom out you see that this is actually the waves, and they are rhythmic. I want to make this smaller, and you can see it's really these waves as they behave here, and that is super weird. To get a good look, first I'm gonna save this image because this is really interesting what's going on here. And I will put it on my PC to have a good look for you. I'm right back. Okay, thanks for waiting. At least I had to do some stuff. If you didn't wait, I had to pause the recording. Thanks for staying with me. I had a technical issue. As you can see, now I have the real wave for 0 brightness. So that makes more sense. And let's get this into the table. We have changed frequency of 240 at this lowest brightness. That could also be because of dynamic frequency adaptation, and we have a max of 3.88 volts and a minimum of minus 0.06 volts, which makes a difference of 4.04 volts. And as you can see here, let me show you the image a little bit bigger. As you can see here, we have like quite the difference, the opposite of what we had with 100 brightness. We only have small peaks of brightness, and then most of the time the display, the LEDs are dark or darker, and we have like this is the data we are getting out here, and the difference here between them two, let me check, is 4.08 milliseconds. Yep. Let's get this a unit. So there we have it. This is the data we have, and for you to see what we found out is, let's get this compared on the 100% and 0%. So that's what you notice on your displays. That is actually what's happening behind what your eyes can see. As you can see, we have very low dips. We have the same scale. It's both 1 volt, so you can compare it directly. As you can see, and as we've measured, we have almost 6 volts of difference here, and here we have only almost 5 volts. But I think the huge difference here is this. and we have when we switch to 75%, nothing big changed here. Let me give you this one as comparison on 50. Well, nothing big of a difference. As you can see, the dips are differently low. We have a minus of 404 and for 4.6 volts. So yeah, not much of a difference, and I would assume this is the regular way those waves look, and this is a messed up picture that I had with technical issues. You can ignore it. So this is the real one with zero brightness against, just one more time, 100 brightness. It looks good actually, and here you have it. This is the data. When you compare it, we have a difference here, a lot of difference when we go to the Vivo X200 Pro, which only had a difference of 1.2 volts, and we have 5.5 volts here, and this is a big difference. And with zero we have as well, it's almost doubled, and difference with 50 we have also huge differences here. Also the Vivo X200 Pro was much faster with the circles of the waves, and yeah. So guys, that's it with the measurement. As from my side, I will not use the Galaxy S25. I cannot use it. I've tried it a few hours and I have gotten dry eyes, a stiff neck, and burning eyes, and also eye strain, which I also had with the Vivo X200 Pro. Let me know what you had. I will share the link for this form under the video. Please help providing data so we can finally get to a good data set from different sources, so everybody can make a buying decision. And let's get awareness, and we get awareness by hopefully if you subscribe and like this channel and this video, then well, every attraction is good attraction. If a company sees what's going on and more people having the issue, hopefully they will change something in the future. All right, the next that's it for this video, but the next video will be about the iPhone 16. I will release it. I've already got it here, and when I find the time to record it, I will record it and put it online for you guys. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, or found it at least helpful for you. This is it for this one, and please like and subscribe this video if you found it helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.